Okay, so one of the most egregious things that our country is doing, and I know there's a lot of competition in that department, but I would say abortion is one of the darkest stains on America's soul. It is so, if you're not following live action, you're missing out because they have really amazing content when it comes to just the pro-life movement. They're fantastic. Okay, so the way that this video is set up is there is somebody from the organization has a video available on their website. You can watch the video yourself, which is an animated depiction of what is happening when an abortion is being carried out. So they have first trimester, second trimester, and third trimester, all separate videos. So whatever, depending on what the person kind of is expressing in their views, they'll show them that video. And they show them the whole thing. In here, they only show, or in this clip, they're only going to show like a small, quick little version of it. But if you want to see the whole thing, which I don't know why you would want to, but you absolutely should. If you are pro-choice, you absolutely need to see these videos because all it is basically, it's just it's no propaganda, no nothing. It's just what is happening in the procedure. It's an animated diagram. And you need to see it because if you're going to support this kind of legislation, if you're going to support women being able to do this, then you should at least know what they're doing.
What are your thoughts about abortion?
Abortion, I'd rather no one. I don't really like abortion. I'd rather it didn't exist. I'm not very for abortion, but there are times when you do need abortion and it's up to that person and their rights and what they want to do.
Okay, I want to pause real quick. What she just said is representative of a vast majority of people. I would think that when you spend a lot of time online, you get the impression that like everyone is like pro-abortion and like we love killing babies. But I don't think that represents the average view. I think most people are reasonable and are generally wanting the good of society. Okay, that might be my own effed up opinion, but
I didn't know that you'd have to detach and crush and the process it goes through and all the risks that happens with this. So now that I do know, there's so many other options apart from abortion, and I know it sucks and like the consequences and how it happened and why you might want an abortion, but there's always another option, and you just got to suck it up because it's a life.
You mentioned before there are certain instances, there are certain circumstances where you would support it in cases of rape, for example. Do you think that you change your mind on that, or?
So I did think that rape was like an exception for an abortion, but now that you think of it, some people try so hard to conceive a baby and it's so hard and it doesn't happen. So you can always put your child up for adoption. There's always another option.
isn't that amazing? That one little snippet of information, one video depicting the reality of what abortion does. It is brutal. It is brutal. It is barbaric. Right here. This is an abortionist, a former abortionist. He's talking about a second trimester D&E, which is second trimester begins at 14 weeks, 14 through 28. And this is what happens if you are doing that. So he's talking about they insert the forceps and you see this formed baby. This is a child. This is your child. This is more than a clump of cells. This is a baby that has its own distinct DNA, has its own heartbeat, has its own brain activity, can move its fingers. I think by this point, they can smile, they can grimace, they can burp, they can this is a human. This is a life. And when you are doing this barbaric procedure, I want you to like, let me see if I can slow this down so that you can see what's happening here. So, sucking the amniotic fluid out so that the baby cannot breathe. You're taking its home. Then you're going to grab these forceps or this clamp. They didn't show the part, but sometimes they show the part where now you're taking the foot and you're just ripping it off. Tell me that's not evil. This is a controversial opinion, okay? I understand. Or just because it's controversial doesn't mean that I'm wrong. I am disgusted by the crime that is rape. It's one of the most evil things that you can do. But we don't even sentence the rapist to capital punishment. Most of the time. We don't even do that. But yet we are willing to murder an innocent child in the most barbaric way. Every single way that you can do abortion, whether that's first trimester abortion, whether that's second or third, whether it's the pill, whatever way, whatever method, you are still killing another human who does not deserve to be killed. And it's dark. It's real dark. So I understand like people making an exception for rape. I get that because you feel how horrible that must have been for that human to experience such a horrible act committed upon them. But why are we killing the innocent baby as if that's going to make anything better? It's not going to make it better. It's not going to punish the rapist for what they did. It's not going to undo. It's not going to like erase time and undo that. If anything, when you realize that the child that you killed in response to the trauma that happened, wouldn't that kind of make you feel a kind of way like, I killed my kid. I killed my kid. I didn't have to kill my kid, but I did. And this is not to make anyone feel any kind of way. And I don't know if there's a way that I can express this idea without making somebody feel a kind of way about it. But the truth is, like, this is a stain on our country. I hope that someday people look back on today and what we're doing to the unborn and look at it with the same disgust that we look at the past in regards to slavery, because slavery is evil. Slavery, in the way that we perpetrated slavery in the United States, was evil. And so is this. Don't think for a second that America in 2023 is any better than America way back when, or any nation way back when, okay? It's just not. It's just not. All right, I'm done ranting about this.